Hey guys,
Hey,
I'm Alicia,
and I'm Meredith.
and this is One Season Wonders, the show where we talk about a TV show that only had one season. And this is NYC Prep Edition. Fucking nailed it.
New York, here we are. High school, here we are.
Again, we haven't gone to high school in New York, but we haven't gone to high school. Okay, I'm excited for this episode. I think this is the best one yet.
It just keeps getting better.
We have a lot of thoughts. We'll spare you guys.
How did this show only have one season?
We'll discuss that. I think the last episode we're going to go in, should there be a second one or not?
I have a lot of thoughts on why it did end and why it should not have ended.
That'll be our last episode. But for now, let's talk about the show that keeps on giving. NYC Prep on Bravo. Okay. So previously on NYC Prep, PC partied in Cancun. Jessie was worried about PC while she was in Palm Beach, but they're just friends. PC might be bisexual.
Who knows?
That we don't know. Camille danced at a party with Dan, and Taylor is stuck in between Sebastian and Nicole. Oh my God. Okay, so Sebastian and Gabe are out on the town, and they're going to see some private school band concert.
This is the most privileged thing I have ever heard of. This band who probably sucks, who does suck. We do know they suck.
Yeah,
has a concert.
I wasn't even focused on the music, and I will tell you why. So Taylor is supposed to come, right? And Gabe goes, "Can you tell immediately if she's from public school?" And I was
this made me think of you. I was wondering what you were gonna say.
I was like, "Can you tell? Are you supposed to tell if we go to public or private school? Do I seem like a private school bitch? Probably, but maybe I'm just rough and tougher around the edges."
If I saw people walk out of school and right after school, I could definitely tell. A uniform versus normal
if
clothes.
I show up at a concert, you can be public school.
No, I don't think
well, then he goes, Gabe was the gem this episode. He goes, "Public school girls are emotional and take Facebook photos with their boyfriends, and private school girls are Jewish and don't really care."
I love this. I love hearing things like this.
Gabe's my nightmare.
I know, but what? How did you get this idea in your head? Where along the way, how did you get here?
Gabe has met very few public school girls and hates them all.
One was emotional. Yeah.
He hates them all. Okay. Okay. So they're getting their tickets or something. They're waiting in line. And for a split second, we see none other than Jenny Humphrey from Gossip Girl. Her real name is Taylor Momsen, but
she's from
Jenny
St. Louis,
Humphrey,
by the way. Shout out to St. Louis.
I fucking died. I watched this 7 times. I paused it and sent a picture to Meredith. I was freaking out.
I thought that for a minute there, she was going to get involved or they knew her or something. I was like, wow. Or even just a blurb underneath her, Jenny from Gossip Girl.
Well, then I know that she is in a band, and I was like, is this her band? So I freaked the fuck out. It wasn't her band.
She was in high school. She's, I think, a year younger than us. A year or two younger than us. So
she's a year older
she was
than
in grade. Oh, she's a year older?
Yes.
Okay, so she's in high school. She's high school aged.
This was prime Gossip Girl time, too, because she didn't leave till season 4, which had to be 2010, 2011-ish. Because Gossip Girl was 2000.
I think it ended our senior year. So
it ended 2012, 2013-ish.
Yeah.
So she's on Gossip Girl right now, and she's showing up at this public school fucking band concert. I'm
so insane.
Where? Too good. And then Gabe is like, "Hey, you see the girl in the leather jacket? She's a good one." And I was like, how dare you fucking disrespect her, Gabe? Do you not know who this is? I would fucking freak out.
She's a public school type. Just kidding.
She's probably in public school.
She's a public school bitch.
Emotional. I loved.
She probably got kicked out of private school.
Probably. Jenny Humphrey didn't last in private school. Oh, I love her. Okay, so the other Taylor, the brunette that's not as famous or fun.
Our Taylor.
That's part of this show. She is nervous to be here because she likes Cole again, and she shows up with Camille, who I thought was kind of a bad choice. She should have just brought another public school girl, but it's like,
I
fine.
agree. Or just come alone. Like, you've hung out with him by yourself so many times.
And Taylor just like cannot fake it, man, anymore. She is the most
I was uncomfortable.
I was too. I was like, this needs to end. It was so high school though, like when you don't like someone anymore.
Yeah.
Like she's like turning her back to him and he's like, hey Taylor, be quieter. And she's like, what? What are you not like? I was like, oh, I hate both of them.
You're like pretending like nothing's wrong, but you're just like, what's going on? Why are you being weird?
I know. And then Gabe and Camille are probably like rather be, and Gabe's like, I wish I had a public school girl right now. Literally anyone.
I wish I had anybody else. But they're at the concert. Sebastian's trying so hard to get Taylor's attention, like dancing weirdly. And like you can tell he keeps like looking at her, you know, like when you do like finger guns. He does the guns. He's like, yeah. Like to like get their attention, to like involve them. And like you said, her back is just turned. She's not interested.
They were kind of grinding, I thought, at one point.
No, they were not. He was not that close with her.
Ugh. But okay, so Camille loves it. She thinks it's so fucking funny. I didn't listen to the band because I was trying to find Jenny Humphrey in the crowd. Were you?
No, I was just
to the band,
cringing at. I was watching Taylor, like where she was looking, where she was facing, what she was doing, and she was doing everything except look at Sebastian and Camille.
Why the fuck did she agree to go if she's not just gonna like enjoy herself? This was awful.
I wonder if she agreed to this before her gymnastics meet and dinner with Cole, where then she feels bad and she kind of still probably wants her status to be raised. So like being friends with him would still help things a little bit. Well,
Sebastian knows something's up. So after the concert, they go on a walk together. Camille and Gabe, I assume, like went on their own and probably like made out a little bit, but we can only guess.
We only have one camera crew here though, so.
Yeah, no. Bravo don't have a big budget for this one. Hence one season. So Sebastian asks, you know, Taylor what's happening, and she's like, I thought we established what we were.
She's like trying to like play this in her mind what she thinks cool, but so weird.
She does tell Sebastian that Cole came to her gymnastics meet, and Cole or Sebastian's like, oh fuck, and then he goes in for a kiss and she fucking denies
turns that cheek and gives him the cheek. That was cringy.
Oh god, were her and Cole exclusive? Because then you should just like kiss Sebastian and walk away. I didn't even know. It was bad. It was bad.
I'm so confused because the last we saw, like, you know, they were fine. I mean, she was looking to like see where both Cole and Sebastian were at.
Open mouth kissing.
Yes,
that's what they were doing.
She saw where Cole was at, but it didn't really seem like she saw after the soccer in the snow moment. There wasn't.
We have yet to see a Taylor and Cole kiss. So right now, I think their relationship's bullshit.
I feel like since he's not on the cast, they probably hang out a lot off camera.
I want the kiss. I want to see if there's sparks.
Well, we didn't get a kiss here, is all I'm saying. No, Sebastian got rejected.
So now back at Taylor's, oh no, this is Kelly's house. Whoops, totally wrote Taylor. I don't know who's who.
I always interchange their names. They're kind of the same person.
This is Kelly's apartment. Her parents are back. Her brother Rory's about to take these SATs. And Kelly's talking about how she wants a voice coach because she wants to be a professional singer.
But not only just a voice coach, you got to find someone who has connections, can get you that studio time, demos. Yeah. Like, screw those SATs, mom and dad. We're doing a voice coach.
Mm-hmm. So then Camille goes to, the next scene is Camille at a tea restaurant with her annoying friend whose name escapes me, but I hate her.
It's like Maite, and she said it once this episode, and I was like, remember that, Meredith? And then I was like, couldn't tell you. I'm just going to call her Maddie because that's how it looks.
I hate Camille's friend. Hate her.
Let's just call her Camille's annoying friend.
Camille's sucky friend, sure. Camille
I said annoying.
No, sucky. So Camille wants to turn into a boyfriend girl because everyone wants to be a boyfriend girl. Meredith, do you want to be a boyfriend girl?
Not after Alicia and I's talk last night. I'm not a boyfriend girl, or I'm not a girlfriend type anymore. Not for the rest of 2020.
We stop that. We'll try again later. So Camille just has really high standards. She needs someone to be funny, intelligent, and brunette, which I think that's the bottom of the barrel. But at the same time, Camille seems like a very high maintenance lady.
I don't think what you and I would qualify as some of those things are like, as like funny is what Camille would qualify as funny though. That's why I think she has like strict guidelines, I'll say. But her annoying friend is so funny. She's like, you can't just walk around with a clipboard and expect to find a boyfriend. Yeah.
Okay, her friend is handing her ass on a platter,
I love
which
it.
I appreciate. Yeah, Camille is straight up on the hunt for a boyfriend, which Camille, if you've learned anything from rom-coms, especially in New York, if you're looking, he's not going to come. But her friend thinks like a new wave of guys is going to drop from the sky, which is what Meredith and I think, because 2021, a new boyfriend,
a whole new world is all I'm saying.
I'm like, Camille, what happened to Gabe? I felt
okay. She talks about like maybe she can turn one of her hookups into a boyfriend, and I keep thinking, Camille, who the hell are you hooking up with?
Who the fuck?
And you can't just like turn a random hookup into a boyfriend. Usually, I feel like people are pretty honest, or like they give signals if they're in for something more or just a hookup.
Well, that's what her friend said. Her friend's like, they're random for a reason.
Yeah,
you can't just.
But Camille thinks if she's nice to them, she literally said the words, I need, like, in order to get a boyfriend, I need to be a little nicer.
She's like Jax Taylor.
Being nice I know I mean.
Boyfriend?
I know I mean, but, like, honey, it's not just that easy. You don't just, like, start complimenting people and then
oh my God,
guys are swooning at your feet.
Someone who knows your mean side, you are way nicer than Camille. This bitch. She's awful. She's awful to date. So let's go. So Sebastian and Gabe are here. They're meeting up at this Western store. Gabe wants the details on Taylor. There are none because Sebastian got fucking rejected.
He got the cheek.
Oh, it's so lame. That's what Gabe says. It's so lame.
I mean, Cole is basically stealing Taylor away from Sebastian, but Cole is more committed is what they decided. You know what? Yeah. He can have her if he wants to go to those gymnastics meets, if he wants to do all that stuff.
Oh, that's too much.
Those photos of her on his Facebook.
Public school bitches. I can't. Sebastian's not even worried. I mean, he's never been rejected before, but he can find a new girl. He's fucking French. Like, come on. Yeah,
he's got this.
Okay, so now Camille's about to go on a date with Dan. Dan's the guy from the party. At first, I will say, I was kind of harsh on Dan. He had that stupid ass scarf that I didn't really like. He's known for being flirty and like a player. He's a little older, which I was like, maybe Camille needs that because she's looking for this mature guy. And by the end of this, I am team Dan for anyone but Camille.
This is the worst match made in heaven. We have a Camille who is very high strung, very in control, no hate. I'm a control freak too. I get that.
We're not like this.
And not to this level, no. But I understand that everybody has their own ways. And she wants somebody who like can help her focus on her academics. As soon as we get that interview clip, then we get Dan talking about how he's going to a party school.
It's still a good school, like we all go to college.
Camille's the type to like look down on this. She literally looks down on this.
I know she really.
Like, where else did you apply?
But that's
those
Camille.
Are all party schools. I know, but I'm just saying they're a match made in hell.
I know. Camille's issue is, her standards are way too high. You're not going to find an 18-year-old boy that's not going to college to get drunk. They're all going to college. They're all going to get drunk and probably smoke a lot of weed. And like, that's just college.
And then like some are like, oh yeah, I do also want to like not do terrible.
I think Dan's one of those guys. He's also going to get good grades.
So.
I think Dan's going to get good grades. I'm team Dan.
I don't think so.
And I think he seems to be really
trying.
He
doesn't seem smart.
He
doesn't seem smart.
He's going to, where was it? It was
George Washington.
George Washington. What's that? I don't know. I didn't apply there. I probably can't get in. And University of Miami, which but there was another one that he applied to, and
Penn State.
Penn State. That's a fine state school. My God, we went to fine school.
I'm not laughing at his choices. I just love how you're like arguing for him. Listen, there's no intellectual conversation here. He's totally a partier. He's gonna do like no offense to people, a comms major. Like, he's going to just
He's got money.
through there.
He can do whatever he wants. And you know what? He's going in undecided because he doesn't want to know.
I
went
agree
in
with that.
undecided.
I'm just saying this is the opposite. And this is where opposites do not attract. Like, this does not work for our girl Camille.
So then Dan's trying to be really nice. And he's like, are you having fun? You look very nice. And Camille she will not
He asked her that like 4 times.
Because she is not giving
She's not
anything
helping
to
the
this conversation.
Yeah.
If the conversation is silent, and Meredith, I know you'll do the same as me. We will get that conversation going. There's no silence.
Yeah, but you can't ask the same question. He's not helping either.
He's probably like, he tried. He was like, what are your hobbies? And she's like, I like to not go to party schools. Or I like to ask people how I'm doing 18 times. That is so rude.
Okay, you're right. I hope Bravo like cut out some of the like real questions he asked, because it seemed like he obviously knew he didn't want silence, but he's not as good as just making conversations with a wall like we are.
Yeah. Also, then Camille's like, Dan is really well connected and known in the prep school scene. Fuck you, Camille. You got all these requirements. Dan meets the gold digger part of you. So just go with that part. You're not going to find a winner.
Perfect for Taylor then. That's what she needs.
Where's
not Camille.
Taylor? Okay, and then he asks her what she's doing for President's Day. He is trying. He is literally trying so hard. And I think they cut him. I think they got cut him so bad.
And then she goes, I don't know. And he goes, I don't know either. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
He's trying so hard. They could have talked about their favorite presidents. At this point, I'm like writing the script. I'm like, come on, Camille.
Oh my God.
And then you're going to tell me that when Dan flipped his hair and showed his perfect teeth, you didn't swoon a little? I swooned a little.
I mean, freshman year Meredith swooned a little, but like current Meredith is like, all right, we're over the surfer here.
This was the dude in high school. I keep saying it might be Sebastian, it might be Cole. No. Dan's
hair was too long for me.
Oh, Dan's my dude. I'm about to go Google the hell, see where Dan is now. Is he single? About to slide in those DMs. Fucking love Dan.
Oh, man. Well, let's get Dan's perspective on this date.
Oh, okay, wait. First, they do go in the taxi together, right? They get in the taxi and they leave. The date's a bus. There's no connection. But the next day, PC and Dan meet up. Dan is wearing the scarf. If I date him, he's not allowed to wear the scarf. We'll talk about it. But
I'm sure he's lost it by now.
They're buying some candles for the ladies. I like that PC finally has a boyfriend. You know, like he has all these girlfriends, but he has
I see what you're saying. I thought you were referencing the Mexico comments.
No. Like this is his actual friend boy.
Yeah.
Like it's cute.
Yeah, they're talking about getting candles so it smells good when they have sex with girls. I was like, this is hilarious the way they talk about this.
My God. I think Dan said it and PC did that thing where he's like, I'm going to agree even though I don't really know what I'm talking about. So he's like, yeah, dude, fucking lavender. And Dan's like, no, actually. But then we find out, we talk about the date with Camille. Dan says it went fine after, and they drank before and they drank after. So maybe they got all their talking out before.
I get, yeah. I always wonder, is it awkward because there's cameras there, or is it just awkward?
Yeah. It's awkward because they were
because
drunk.
If they drank before and after, I think they probably enjoyed it. Then.
Yeah, it didn't go that bad if they hung out after. Yeah. And then
and this also proves to me that Bravo does not let them drink on the camera.
Yeah. And Dan says that, Camille has this whole like innocent act, but they hung out all night and she's got a wild side.
I loved this. I need Dan to be a cast member now. Same. I need more details. Same. What does this mean? What happened?
Where is Dan?
And just allude to things. I want you to allude to more things.
Well, it killed me because Camille's the one that you'd think like never talked to a boy before.
Yeah, but those are the people.
School. Like, I know, she's fucking crazy. I love it.
I want to know, whose house did they go to? Did they go to a house? Did they go to a park? Like, what base are we at? Like, what are we doing? I need more details.
And you know what's sad is we never freaking really find out.
No.
So now we go out to eat. Camille with her weird friend again is here. And Camille's like, the date fucking sucked. There was nothing to talk about. I hate him. he asked me about my hobbies. He could use interest. And her friend's like, okay, fucking calm down over here.
I love how she puts her in her place.
Picky McGee over here. Stop it. And so, yeah, it was, her friend is like, you gotta calm down. And then Camille's like, I'm throwing a dinner party. Can you come? And her friend's like, oh no, sad.
I'm busy. Sorry. And Camille's like, oh, bummer.
Oh, sorry, hun. That's what she says. Sorry, hun. I hate when people use hun a lot of the time when they're talking
young.
Yeah. But also, if you ever watched Degrassi, Paige did that all the time, but she did it in like kind of a rude way, so I liked it better.
I just think it's like kind of demeaning if you're not like a mom.
Yeah, it's hun is bad. But all right, Camille. All right, hun. Enjoy Dan. So now we get our 90-second clip where Kelly learns to drive. I was a nervous driver. This drove me insane.
I don't get why she needs to drive, to be honest. Like, let's be honest. I know
I thought about that.
Live in the Hamptons sometimes, so you might need to know how to drive, but you're still so young. Your parents drive you everywhere. At that rate, just get a goddamn car service.
Also, just learn to drive in the Hamptons then.
That's true, actually. Yeah, why are we driving in downtown New York? Yeah.
Downtown New York, you don't need a car. B, take a car service. You have enough money. C, like, there was a bus honking at you. You know what I would do if a bus in Chicago honked at me? I'd cry.
I have driven in a city in Chicago, and it's fucking terrifying, and I already know how to drive.
Taxi drivers kill me. Buses kill. Those bus drivers are the most fucking dangerous people because they don't give a fuck. They will run that light and kill you.
People just walk. I mean, I, as a walker, just walked and figured it out, but...
That was me. But fuck that, Kelly. Come on. And her brother is not helping. So now Kelly and Taylor go on a walk. I
don't think it was Kelly.
No,
I think it was just a random pub school friend.
Kelly and Taylor and her friend. Taylor and her friend. I wrote Kelly and Taylor's friend. I don't know which one's which.
Okay, let me tell you. Taylor went on a walk with her friend. I'm guessing it's someone from public school. I'm sure we got the name, but I didn't.
You couldn't tell? She was posting pictures with her boyfriend and being all emotional. I assumed,
but I didn't want to make an assumption.
She's not Jewish and she cares, okay? Come on. I didn't
want to make an assumption, but I did make an assumption.
That's what Gabe said. We're going off Gabe.
Works for me.
Okay. Taylor is thinking about bringing Cole to this dinner party, and her friend's like, fucking maybe not because Sebastian's gonna be there.
Again, friends serving honesty. Thank you, people, for having some real thoughts.
Taylor's like, you're gonna make me think about things. And I was like, you didn't think about this before? Dumb.
Well, she said she wanted to rip the Band-Aid off, but she didn't really think about the confrontation that could happen.
Don't do it at a dinner party. Do it at the public or private school band concert. Do it there.
Yes, you need something public and where loads of people are there, not 6 people sitting around staring at each other at a table.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, so now we meet Kat. Kat is my new favorite friend. Besides Dan and Gabe, Kat also served it up. So PC is telling Kat about dinner, and Kat's gonna go because she's a true friend. She's just gonna go, and
we're just inviting people. Like my favorite activity is when these people just invite random friends to these parties.
We are going to fuck with the children, basically. They have no idea what's coming. PC is gonna start some drama.
Kat goes, do we like these people? And PC goes,
do we like Camille?
I mean, kind of, but I really want to reveal their true colors.
In this situation at this dinner party, I want to be Kat. I want to go in with absolutely no ties to these people. I want to watch shit hit the fan. Yeah, and then I want to leave and not care.
And not ever have to like deal with these people again. If I see them fine, I'll be fine. But yeah, this is the greatest position.
Very slightly, Kat asked PC if he has vodka in his bag. I'm just like, did you leave school?
I don't think they let them drink on camera.
But were they leaving school? It looked like they were walking home from school. It was daylight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you can't have vodka in your backpack.
But why? I have no.
Because maybe you're going to a Bravo event. You need to start taking some shots out of your backpack before you go into a filming.
Do you think they were drunk at the dinner party? Oh my God, PC had to be. That makes so much more sense if he was drinking at the dinner party.
PC was. I don't think the rest of them were.
No, I think everyone but Kat and PC were sober.
Yeah.
But Kat and PC,
maybe Sebastian took a shot because
he just kept going.
Yeah, that backpack vodka.
Okay, so now we're at the dinner party. I thought it was a house that they were at, but it's a restaurant.
I did too in the previews. I thought we were at Camille's or PC's house, but no, we're at a restaurant.
This is very not high school. Did you ever have a dinner party in high school like this?
No,
maybe for like a birthday party or something.
Oh, I guess like we went to a restaurant,
like a
but
tea
like
party
nothing like this. I just showed up with my girlfriends at dinner and like wore my jeans.
If in high school someone was like, come to my dinner party so we can network, I would die. Because that's what this is. Everyone's just trying to like make connections. This is my nightmare. Thank God for PC. So it's prime awkwardness at first, right? It's Camille and Kelly, and then like Sebastian comes in, and Camille lets them know that Cole is coming, and like the awkwardness is insane.
Just raises every time Camille speaks. The awkwardness just goes up and up.
But I think Kelly's really fucking digging it because she's gonna watch this like fall apart.
She's kind of
so
in
happy.
Kat's position, minus the fact that she knows everybody. I think Kelly's like, let's watch this go down.
Yeah, and I'm very excited, or Kelly's very excited, and I'm excited for her. She gives Sebastian the biggest fucking hug, and she's like, I haven't seen you in forever. And then Sebastian hugs Camille and goes, hey, Camille, I haven't seen you in like a week. And I was like, yes, the concert.
Oh my God, I forgot about that already.
So we're going to act cool when Cole comes, right? But Taylor shows up alone. There's no Cole. There's just Taylor.
Who knows what's happening? And then we get, of course, the awkwardness just continues.
Kat and PC.
Yeah. Hello, children.
Hello, children. And everyone's so offended. And he goes, this reminds me of junior high, which I'm going to give it to these girls. They look way younger than Kat. They do. And I think it's just, you hit a different stride in your senior year where you like kind of just stop giving
Are they sophomores or are they juniors, Camille and Kelly?
Camille and Kelly are juniors.
Oh, they are?
Camille's for sure a junior. And I'm pretty sure Kelly is too. But Sebastian and Taylor
You're right.
are
Kelly's
sophomores.
turning 17 tomorrow, so she's a junior.
Yes. Another thing we have to discuss. Okay, so Jesse's not coming. She's sick. Camille's pissed. She was trying to fucking network.
I get that. This is probably the whole reason Camille threw this dinner party.
And Jesse didn't even let Camille know, which was so fucking rude.
But I kind of, once I heard Kat was coming.
Jesse.
Once I heard Kat was coming, I kind of thought Jesse wasn't. I felt like PC probably wanted a sidekick.
I felt Jesse here, though. If there was something I didn't want to do, I'd be like, I'm sick or something. Sorry.
Yeah, this is great.
I get it. Okay, so we're at dinner now, and we bring up the Dan date because PC's friends with Dan, and Camille's like, there's nothing to talk about, and PC's like, I'm calling you out. There's something that happened. Like, we gotta get and then Camille goes, why are we talking about such scandalous things? And I was like, it's not that scandalous.
This is insane.
Like, it was fun.
Camille is like really wanting this to be some formal adult thing, and it's
networking.
Like that. Come on, you guys are still young. You can be like mature and like still talk about it. I didn't think the actual talking about the date was scandalous.
No.
Especially because BC is like, did you guys leave together? Did you go separate ways? Like,
yeah, Camille's like, we're not talking about this. And I was like, Jesus, Camille, calm it. And then Cole walks in. He's fucking late. Oh my God. This was extra awkward. I think the producers told him the wrong time.
I would be texting, if I was Taylor, I would have been texting Cole since the minute I got there. Like,
fucking dead.
Are you? I need you.
Dead.
Like, get here quick. I need an ally.
And then to make things worse, so Cole walks in and says like, hey, he's a little awkward. He didn't say hi to Camille, even though, she was like, welcome to my dinner party. And he's
this
like,
is
I didn't
my
know
party.
Why didn't everyone say like, hey, haven't met you before? Like Cole's walking into the situation,
yes. And into a friend group. It's not like, you guys are random people too.
Yeah, and he said hello to the guys because like PC, I gotta give it to him. He was like, hey, what's up, man? I'm PC. And Cole's like,
and
hey,
he was
what's
like,
up? I'm
and
Sebastian.
This is Sebastian. He's hooked up with your girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. They've hooked up. And Cole's like, okay, yeah, they've hooked up.
He's like, hey, no, Cole goes, no hard feelings. So there really wasn't a minute, like it got sideswiped to the love triangle. So Camille didn't get a hello. Like, and then you, Camille.
Should we have the virgin talk?
Listen,
and Camille,
if I was in high school, this is like a normal conversation.
This is the talk.
In my opinion.
I literally put down, I was like, this is some high school shit. This is at a party. It's like, hey, are you a virgin? And let me tell you, I was a virgin in high school.
Same.
And I would be like, yeah, I am. How many, are you a slut? Are you a whore? That's right. Especially if it was a dude, I'd be like, you're a man whore.
Yeah. Well, I feel like this is more like gossiping conversation. Maybe not at a dinner party, but like this isn't that weird of a topic.
You can also play it off cool. Like, you don't have to be like, yeah, I'm a virgin. You could just be like, maybe. Or like, something like, yeah. You don't have to freak the fuck out.
That's
or be like, not after tomorrow.
I'm not talking about this. Not after tomorrow. Not after last night with Dan.
Okay, and then so PC then makes a comment to Kelly about her bat mitzvah. Oh, because Kelly's like, it's my birthday tomorrow.
I'm not young. It's my birthday. I'm turning 17.
And PC's like, have fun at your bat mitzvah. And she's like, that was a few years back.
Listen.
I didn't think it was that offensive. Like,
okay, as Kelly, I'd be pissed, like, because I'd be embarrassed. Like, he thinks I'm so young. Like, what am I doing? That, like, I thought I was mature. You know, I would be embarrassed about that. Like, I would be in my head being like, damn it, what am I doing? But, like, this is, if I was Sebastian, I would be cracking up. And, like, Cole, I'd be like, what the fuck is
I think Cole and Sebastian chuckled because Sebastian was, like, kind of in frame because he was next to Kelly. And he, like, kind of dipped out. He was, like, had his drink. And it looked like he was laughing. But, like, okay, if I'm Kelly and someone's, like, you're so young, I'd do something like, why are you here then? You know, just, like, be like, then leave.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that big a deal, right? Okay.
I thought this was great.
And then PC tries, he's like, what do you want to do when you grow up? And everyone's
he's like, let's talk about something else then. What does everybody want to do when they're grown up?
I love that everyone's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, do you want to be a stripper? Everyone's like, no. A stripper? How dare you?
I forgot about that. Oh, he totally was drinking. He was shit-faced.
That was so funny. And then Sebastian wants to be a journalist, and then Taylor wants to be an elephant trainer. And I literally wrote, "Is this a joke?"
It is because Taylor told Sebastian she wants to be a philosopher. I think Taylor's fucking with PC at this point,
and that's genius because PC ends up liking Taylor.
Yes, this is how. Listen, Taylor is the ultimate cool girl. She's crushing this show. Who knew the public school kids would be way better than the private school kids?
It literally, Taylor's probably had to deal with douchebags like PC her whole life. But like these Camille goes to an all-girls school. She deals with bitches, not douchebags.
It does hurt your social skills too.
So yeah, Taylor's like, I'm going to be
I will say that.
Taylor's like, I'm going to be an elephant trainer. And PC's like, I don't know if she's serious or not, but I kind of like her. She's like super fucking cool.
He's like, she's either really fucking cool and really smart or like really dumb. But there's no in between.
Mm-mm. But then she does own up to being a virgin, which I think PC also appreciated. He was like, you're a virgin? She's like, yeah. And he's like, cool. You actually answered the fucking question.
Yeah, you took it like a champ.
We're talking about her being a vegan. And PC says if she was a veggie burger, he would eat her.
She's like, I mean, if I was a veggie burger, I'd eat me too.
She killed it. And Sebastian's all like, I don't know why Cole didn't laugh because what Taylor said about being an elephant trainer was stupid. And I was like, it was funny. It was a joke.
I loved it.
It was good. It was great. I love her. Okay, now this is the worst part of the whole episode. The second to worst part. Camille and PC meet up at a museum to talk.
You totally missed something.
Did I? What I missed?
Yeah, we get Jessie the next day at a coffee shop, and he's supposed to meet her, and just is MIA. Is late per usual. Doesn't come, but who walks in? Our favorite girl, or least favorite girl, I guess, Camille.
Yeah, I think it was good of Camille. She went in and she said hi. She's like, hey, Jessie.
Of course she's going to say hi. She really wanted to kiss her ass the night before.
And Jessie's like, PC stood me up. And Camille's like, it's probably because you didn't come to my dinner party, which I was like, no, Camille,
honey, you do not confront people like this when you want something.
Shut up. And Jessie was basically like, yeah, like, doesn't sound like I missed much, though, so. And I was like,
this is where Jessie is kind of a bitch. Like,
but you can't give an opening to a bitch. You can't be a bitch to a bigger bitch. You have to be strategic.
That's true.
And Camille is not ready. She's trying to impress Jessie, right? And she's like, you didn't come to my dinner party. Fuck you. And Jessie
Camille's
was
being like a brat, which it turns PC and Jessie off more.
Yeah. That's it. You can't be a brat to a bitch. You have to match it.
Yeah.
And Camille can't because she just doesn't have it in her. I don't know.
If you wanted to say something, you should have been like, we missed you last night. Like,
how are you feeling?
Dinner party.
How are you feeling?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Better? Oh, yeah. Well, Jessie did say she had bronchitis, and I died laughing.
I love that. She's like, I would have given it to all of you. So sorry. And then Jessie's like, well, I have to go meet my friends for dinner. Bye. And it was like daytime, and I'm like, she's just dipping. She's
supposed to be with PC, and of course, Jessie has an excuse ready to not hang out with Camille.
Also, this is winter, so the sun sets at 4. So this was not around dinner time because it was light. So Jessie just wanted out, and Camille fucked up. Oh, but now we go to this museum with Camille and PC to talk.
Oh my God! If the Jessie moment wasn't awkward, this was dumb, useless, and so uncomfortable.
A, PC and Camille are not friends. B, why do we go to a museum to talk about things we could just meet at the park for?
There was a dinosaur.
Did they actually walk around the museum and discuss how Kelly's sad that PC called her young? D, this is not Camille's fight. Camille needs to shut the fuck up. That's it. That's all I can say on this scene. PC doesn't care. Camille.
He literally says, why would I apologize? I don't feel bad.
10 out of 10 PC. Camille, you can't be bratty to a douchebag. You gotta match it.
This is where it's a maturity thing, though. Like, again, know your place. This isn't like he, like one of your friends like slept with her boyfriend and like you're defending her honor like that. It's like he said a mean comment and you're making him apologize. Like, grow up.
Also, I think this is why Jessie and PC work well because they just can match each other. One's not going to step out of line. Camille's just going to get walked on by both of them. Like,
yes, but they're like jabs. Like when they need an apology, it's like deserved. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
Like think about that water bottle fight. I mean, that wasn't 100%
awesome.
Deserved, but like
that was awesome.
They were kind of being assholes to each other. So like a conversation needed to happen.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. This was the opposite of awesome. So PC and Jessie then finally hang out. PC's actually here this time. Jesse's pissed. He fell asleep. I kind of get it. I kind of get that. Okay,
I do too.
In the day, I would fall asleep too, and you wouldn't hear your phone because you.
However, I don't know if he actually fell asleep.
I don't think he did,
but at least he's coming up with an excuse.
Yeah, again, he's matching Jessie. It looks great. Awesome. So, I like how Jessie's kind of sarcastically mad. Like, she's like, maybe you can go get me a fucking napkin because I deserve it.
And he brings her like a stack of 40.
Yeah, so he's matching her and she's like, thanks, this is enough for me and my children.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm going to leave before you can slap me. And he's like outside the door, like pointing at her. And she's
like, hold on. Before he leaves, they talk
you're right.
about how Taylor is their new project.
It was so rude, but also I kind of liked it.
And I agree. Project is a better term than charity case.
Charity case. PC said charity case and Jessie said like,
project, which I think she's a project because there is a difference between being in the public school world and being in the private school world. So like a project, like let's get you like into this world.
Yeah.
Like
Taylor wants the status and Jessie and PC can give her the status.
Yep.
Okay. Now, God, this is the worst scene next to the museum.
I have a lot of thoughts on this. Can I just go off?
Yeah, you want to take this scene? Go for it.
So Camille and Kelly meet up just on the side of the street and they're discussing the dinner party. Camille is like going off about how PC is sorry for what he said to Kelly. And Kelly is happy to receive this. I think she her feelings were hurt and she was happy to hear this. But this is all bullshit. PC never apologized. He didn't feel bad. Like Camille's just like spewing bullshit at Camille, like being like, I talked to him for you. Like I handled it, like whatever. And they do talk about how like maturity and age don't match up, which I agree. I think PC is kind of immature, but again, he's being a lot more mature in other ways than these two.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he is immature, but in that normal high school way. You know,
Yeah.
like it's not insanely immature, but at the same time, he's mature enough to realize that this probably doesn't matter in hindsight, so he's not going to put effort into it, and it's not that big a deal. Whereas these girls are like, well, we're trying to network and get into college and get jobs, and we're only 16, but he called me young, and now I'm going to talk about it for 20 minutes. And it's like, well,
I didn't like this.
No. And Kelly just cannot stop fucking talking about it. She's like, I'm not immature. It's not me. I'm not immature. I'm not young. I'm a year younger. It's my pet peeve. And I was like, shut up.
I don't like how he brings age into it. I think it is kind of dumb. They are just a year younger.
Okay, now Sebastian is meeting up with Taylor. So Taylor's the one that wanted to meet. She shows up and he's like, what you want to meet? And Taylor's like, I want to make sure things weren't awkward. Of course they're going to be awkward. You fucking 100%. Rejected him without telling him.
This is a good move. Like, you want to meet because, like, Taylor wants the status, so she wants to be friends with him. But Sebastian makes it clear they're not friends.
Right after he hawks a loogie.
Okay. Like, oh, hold on.
Taylor's pet peeve might be, or Kelly's pet peeve might be people calling her young. My pet peeve is people hawking loogies. I see it all the
conversation
time.
too. It doesn't bother me that you do it, but like I'm standing in front of you. If you're just walking down the street, sure, you're on your own.
No,
it's kind of like blowing your nose.
No,
but like, why are we doing this when we're mid-sentence?
Give me a second. It's my nightmare. It's my nightmare. My absolute nightmare. So, they're not going to be friends. Taylor doesn't get it. She's like, why? I get where Sebastian.
I get Sebastian. Especially because she rejected him so harshly.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't want to be your friend. And she's like, but why? And I'm like, oh my God. So, Taylor and Cole are exclusive. And Sebastian's like, okay, goodbye. And Taylor now feels rejected as a friend.
Yeah, I love this. Sebastian basically says it's better if they don't talk because they're done. Like, they're not involved romantically. And Taylor's very confused and says, like, well, what if? And brings up all these scenarios. Basically, in the end, they agree they're going to be acquaintances. They will say hello when they see each other. But they're not actively hanging out, which I think is normal.
Yeah, and I don't think they were texting each other as friends. I think they were texting each other as more, and then like they're not actually
friends. I told you in like a few episodes ago, Kelly and Sebastian were friends.
Yes.
And like kind of like thought like there were like cute feelings there.
Couple, yeah.
Taylor was only romantic feelings.
Hookup.
A hookup and a loogie.
Okay, so next time we get some modeling. PC's back in therapy. Taylor gets her report card and her mom is not happy. Yikes. And Jesse and Camille meet up. Ooh. Okay, I know I normally let you pick the book report, but since I have 2 extra episodes, I did my own book report. So you don't get to pick. I did it on the lovely Taylor Momsen, also known as Jenny Humphrey from Gossip Girl.
Beautiful. Oh, yay.
What do you know about her? But do you know anything besides that she's in a band and she's from St. Louis?
I know she's from St. Louis. She was, what's her name in The Grinch?
Yes. We'll get there.
What's her name? What's the character?
She was born
Cindy Lou Who?
July 26, 1993. That's why I know she's like a year older than us. 2 years older
she's
than
2 years older than me.
She's like a year and a half older than me. She's an American singer, songwriter, model, and former actress. So she was born in St. Louis. She has a younger sister. She studied ballet for a long time at the Center of Creative Arts in St. Louis.
Haven't heard of it.
She was in How the Grinch Stole Christmas as Cindy Lou Who. She was the president's daughter in Spy Kids 2. Spy Kids is the best. If you don't like Spy Kids, you fucking suck. But yeah. Spy Kids 2,
right now.
President's daughter. She's not her best at that one, but she's going through.
That's insane. Like, the problem is I see her now as we saw her in the episode.
Yeah.
So seeing her as like Cindy Lou Who is crazy, and wow.
Yeah, Alexandria, the president's daughter who Junie falls in love with. So she has kissed Junie Cortez, and I hate Junie Cortez.
You do hate him.
I like the actor, I'm sure, but I see him and I see Junie Cortez and I just hate my life. He's actually the actor who did an episode of Criminal Minds I watched recently, and all I saw was Junie Cortez, and I was like, I hope he gets murdered.
Interesting.
But it was fine. Also, she auditioned for the role of Hannah Montana and made it to the top 3.
Wow.
I know. It could have been Jenny Humphreys, Hannah Montana. But then I think she wouldn't have gotten Gossip Girl. So it all like comes together, right?
Yeah, that's true. She's lucky because she could have been in that Disney bubble.
Yeah, and knowing Taylor Momsen and like what she does, I don't think she would have ended up like Miley Cyrus. She would have been breaking free.
Yeah, but sooner.
People would have cared. Yeah. And
I think Miley Cyrus held it together way longer than Taylor Momsen did.
And I think a lot of people criticize Miley Cyrus just because, like, you know, you get that perfect Disney reputation, and then Lindsay Lohan had it.
Well, you get the child group that like you can't be an adult then once you are one.
Yeah, and thank God, because we wouldn't have wanted Miley Cyrus as Jenny Humphrey, right? Taylor really dodged the bullet there.
That would have been wild.
So, now we have Jenny Humphrey. So as Meredith and I know, but I will let you know, she slowly left the show in season 4. And then she was scheduled for an indefinite hiatus from the show, only coming back for the finale. So once she left, she was gone till the finale. She was talked about, but that was it.
She came back for like one other episode. There was a Thanksgiving. She was allowed to come back, and she had that interview with Tim Gunn.
Oh my God, you're right.
Brief appearances, but was never like a cast member.
Well, didn't she do that thing where they poisoned Serena or something?
Oh yeah.
Remember? Maybe that was what season? Isn't that season 4 though?
That's season 4. That's when she leaves.
Okay, yeah. After that, she only comes back. After season 4, she comes back for the finale. Because season 5 was Blair's wedding, and she definitely wasn't in that season.
The first wedding. We're giving so many spoilers right now. Sorry, everybody.
If you haven't watched Gossip Girl, why are you watching this show?
That's true. Whatever. She has, I think, like 2 appearances, and including the finale, I think.
Yeah.
After she's like off the show.
So she left to focus on her music career. And so we're going back a little bit, but around the time she booked Gossip Girl in 2018, she was also signed to IMG Models. She posed for pictures at the Playboy Mansion one time, but she didn't pose for Playboy. It was at the Playboy Mansion.
Gotcha.
She says that she prefers music to acting. She gave a quote, and I'm not giving the exact quote, but basically she said that acting's really easy for her because she like plays a character, but music is where she can really be herself. And honestly, I kind of think Gossip Girl kind of wrote the real Taylor into it when Jenny switches, like starts to become dark.
Well,
that's
I don't know
real life. That's her real life makeup and clothes. Like that was her.
Yeah. I don't know. They probably don't get say in how they look while they're filming. So I wonder if like she fought them to try and, because it slowly eased into what she looks like now.
Yeah.
With the platinum blonde hair first.
The long, and it was like crazy eye makeup, and she still looks like that. And I think it was like when Jenny's attitude started to change, like that was a little more Taylor. She seems a little more punk and like,
I think that's probably
rebellious.
Why they went for it, because they wanted a really rebellious in a different way, because Serena was rebellious, but like nobody gave a shit.
Like rich rebellious. Jenny was like, I could do whatever the fuck I want if I'm poor or rich. I don't give a fuck.
I'm going to be kicked out of my house.
But music's where she can be herself. She can like wear her own clothes. And so she thinks that's just more fun and more for her, which I get. Good for her. Sad about Jenny, but also Jenny was the worst. Like I love Taylor, but I hate Jenny.
I enjoyed the like storylines she was brought into though. Like there were some pretty good storylines that included her, but I did not like her character.
And she looked fabulous. Like amazing. Okay, so she's part of the band called The Pretty Reckless. Her band opened for the Veronicas in 2009. You probably remember the Veronicas. I can't think of.
I'm not a music person, so I won't even flatter you.
I think it's that song where it's like, oh, Untouched. Why do I know it, but I can't think of the melody? Well, whatever. They were a pretty big, like, late 2000s band. not like super big, but more on the punk
So
scene.
right when this show was airing.
Yeah. So I think she was doing the band and Gossip Girl. But so her songs have been in the movie Kick-Ass, The Vampire Diaries, and Gossip Girl. Gossip Girl has songs. And actually, their one song titled Kill Me is the last song featured in the Gossip Girl series finale. That is pretty reckless.
CW does really good with putting music in their shows.
100%. And then I think it's a mostly UK band because that's where most of their touring is. They did like a few tours in the UK for bigger bands, but that was basically it. But yeah, that's Taylor Momsen because we saw her in this episode and it was the best part.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Perfect.
Okay. Is that it? This is fun.
That's it. We're halfway through.
Okay, I will let you pick though. I'm gonna give you 4 people, and you get to pick which one of their quotes I use because there are a lot of good quotes. So I have quite a few.
Okay, what are the 4 people?
Gabe, Sebastian, Kat,
Gabe. I want
PC.
Gabe. I want Gabe.
Okay, do you want Gabe 1 or Gabe 2?
Let's go Gabe 2.
Okay. As Gabe said to PC, as Gabe said to Sebastian in the Western store, I want to be taken on a journey through your words.
Well, if that doesn't inspire your week, I don't know what does.